What it is, welcome back to the Big Sunday Show. As my hometown of New Orleans earns a title that no one is proud of, the city with the highest murder rate in the country, the Big Easy is getting so bad, Starbucks is closing the shop on Canal Street because it's not safe anymore. Starbucks says it's because of the rise in crime. Locals says the homeless people are the biggest problem in the area. In Denver, the city is giving away cash up to $12,000 to the homeless to get help to get them off the streets. 140 women, transgendered and gender non-conforming people and families will get the free money. Denver's homeless population has doubled from 2020 to 2021, and the murder rate in the city is on pace to hit a new record this year. All right. I don't even, Anita, I don't even know where to begin with this because businesses are closing because they're not safe. Starbucks, and I hate to say that they brought this on themselves, but I don't know if you remember there was a time when they came out and they said that anyone could use their bathrooms, anyone was welcome, and now they're seeing the fruits of that labor. When you open up the doors to anyone, anyone will show up. How do mom and pop businesses who don't close deal with when the big businesses close in areas? I mean, do they close too?
You know, I love New Orleans, and I hate to hear this about that city. It is such a great, great city. It's one of the most unique cities in the country. This idea of giving people money, it really has mixed reviews. It's one now of 48 seats in Denver where they're giving people money, the homeless. That's one of 48 cities across the country that's doing this. And I just, it has mixed reviews. And I just think, why not take the money and help to give people jobs, help to give people a purpose to get back on their feet. When you give people money, it's a disincentive to work. And I just think these programs really they should be looked at a little more closely. Give someone a job, give someone an opportunity for a future.
And you know what, Jason, this is what, and you've served, so you've sat in on these meetings and when these ideas come in. When has free money ever worked? It doesn't. It's the classic enabler. And I always talk about our commander-in-chief. He was an enabling parent, and he governs the same way. He just throws money on it, and of course, it's other people's money that's doing this. What you're doing to a homeless person who's a drug addict that you're giving money to, you have just made the drug dealer very wealthy, okay? To the person who has mental issues and you give them money, they won't do what they're supposed to do with it because of their mental issues. And then you're dealing with people who are down on their luck, who are looking for an opportunity and a job. Maybe that population might be able to do something with it. But again, usual human nature is terrible when they get free money. They tend to do things. We saw it during the pandemic. People were buying new cars and going on trips instead of paying their rent. So have you ever been in a room, in a meeting where you have supported anything like this?
No. Look, the Democrats, this is their go-to thing. Just hand out more money. Just pay off their student loans. Just give homeless people $12,000. Look, there are people that are not capable of taking care of themselves. Of course we want to be humans and compassionate and help take care of those people and get them back up on their feet. So instead of going towards mental health and mental health services, what they're saying is we're going to spend millions of dollars and hand it out like candy. Good luck. Go for it. And guess what? The net result is going to be more homeless people flocking to downtown Denver to get the cash that they're handing out for free. This universal income, I think, is never proven out. It's never worked. And you know what? You look at these big cities like Seattle and Portland and Denver, Colorado, and if they want to have a different result, they're going to have to elect different people and try to do something different. And that's what's happening in these big cities. It is not going to work, and it has not worked so far.
And they're excluding a group, right? The aggressive homeless men.
Yes.
What do you think they're going to do to the other group that's getting money? What do you think is going to happen? So now you're going to have more attacks of violence, and you're going to have more outrage from another group. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. And I want to move on because this is just, I got a SOT for you, Dr. Sapphire, and hopefully you can give me a diagnosis on this one. All right, here it is. I'm sorry, it's a quote. All right. Challenges to personal safety, security, racism, and a growing mental health crisis and the issues magnified by COVID challenges are playing out within our stores. So can you give me the diagnosis of racism, doctor, that somehow would make a coffee shop close down? Is it screaming racial epitaphs between the orders? Where do you see racism in this situation at all, as a doctor?
Well, I don't. So we're going to have to take the
We need a new doctor.
racism and the MD away because you can't actually tie these together because it doesn't make sense. But that
Thank you.
seems to be a very simple thing that they continue to do right now. You see Democrats calling the Republican governors racist because they're needing help and they're trying to put forth showing what resources are needed for immigration. And anytime you speak out against anything, their knee flex is to call you a racist. But that's what you do when you don't have a strong argument is you name call. But we've been talking about some things. Let's talk about the homeless, the statistics for that. When you talk about the homelessness as a whole, 25% of them are seriously mentally ill, which means they cannot care for themselves without treatment. Up to 50% of them have some mental illness, 40% addicted to alcohol and other drugs, and less than half actually have a high school diploma. So giving them money without any other infrastructure and support is going to do nothing. It is going to be wasted. It is going to, as you mentioned, it is going to go to buy more drugs, or it will just be stolen from them because they cannot protect themselves. So without putting in place that support and infrastructure, such as you evaluate them for addiction, mental health, give them support and treatment, shower, clothing, place to stay, and give them on-the-job training for something that they can do, and then a number and a contact for someone that they can contact if they are struggling. If you can't provide that for them, the money is going nowhere, and it will be more wasted dollars from hardworking taxpayers.
Have them show up and actually do a task, do a job, get trained up, then hand them a check.
Yeah, but
for
Jason,
actually
what happened?
doing
What happened?
something.
President Biden took away the work requirements when it came to food stamps and other things throughout COVID,
Right.
and they take away the incentive to work. They just say, well, here are the handouts, but you don't have to prove work, you don't have to do these other things, and they just continue this mentality of giving without working for it.
Free money's never a good thing.
Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Kilmeade. I want you to do me a favor. I want you to click to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page. This is the only way that I know for sure that you're not going to miss any great commentary, any great news bites, any great interviews coming your way on Fox. You can get it all here on YouTube. So subscribe right now.